Good evening, folks. Welcome to Poland. We are in Zielona Góra. This is the playoffs, round of 16 of the Basketball Champions League, and it's a game between Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra and Monaco Basket. Well, this Zielona Góra team looked as if they were going nowhere fast early in the season, but they managed to turn things around at the right time and reeled off some wins that got them into the round of 16 of this Basketball Champions League. Now here is the kind of the holy grail, so to speak, the Final Four, the path, the road to the Final Four that these teams have to make. So the winner of this tie would go up against the winner of Banvit and Nanterre, and then of course they could end up facing some of those others down there at the bottom, perhaps Tenerife at the Final Four. But you know what? You only go right now with who's in front of you, and that is the focus, certainly, for Zielona Góra. They could not have a tougher draw with Monaco, a team that actually made it to the Final Four last year. They went for the longest time without losing a game this season until recently falling to Pinar Karšiača. Here is leg one for playoffs round of 16 today and tomorrow. You've got Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra in Monaco and Nanterre taking on Banvit tomorrow. And as we look at the final warm-ups of this game, for this game, this is a who's who list of players in this Monaco team. Ukraine international Sergei Gladyr, just coming off solid performances in the World Cup qualifiers. DJ Cooper, he's been terrific at point guard. Aaron Kraft, another excellent point guard. Paul Lecomte played for France in the World Cup qualifiers. He's been great once again. They signed Damian Rudes, the Croatian, late in the season. Elmedin Kikanovic, perhaps a candidate for the MVP. He has really put up solid numbers all season long. Georgie Joseph, terrific player. Gerald Robinson, and the high-flying Christopher Evans has been worth the price of admission. For Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra and Coach Andres Urlep, who took over during the season, they need big games from Lukas Kašarik, number 55, down at the bottom. They could really do with a good game from Edo Muric, James Florence there at point guard. You know, all the way down. There's no doubt about it. Even though this Zielona Góra team is at home, they are the underdogs going up against a Monaco team that has, as I said earlier, just been among the class acts in the Basketball Champions League for the second consecutive season, and probably the class act of this season, winning 13 of their 14 games. But Coach Urlep, there, the Zielona Góra coach, he's been around, and he's going to come up with a game plan that his team will try to execute. Don't forget, a two-legged affair. This is effectively the first half of a game, really. And maybe, just maybe, Zielona Góra will be able to take advantage of this home tie, this first game at home, and surprise Monaco, perhaps get a lead. Who knows? We don't know what's going to transpire in front of us. But one thing we do know is that it's going to be a great action. And Monaco, with the likes of Gladyr, Evans, Kikanovic, DJ Cooper, Gerald Robinson, always worth the price of admission. Zvezdan Mitrovic coached Montenegro during the World Cup qualifiers, and they lost a couple of games. Of course, Ali Traore is now with this team, the former France international, joining Monaco to bolster their squad. So if there are any weaknesses with Monaco, I don't see them. So I fully expect to see them win this tie and move on, but you got to play the game. Zielona Góra, of course, they have the capacity to come out and play well. So we shall see. Zielona Góra will go over some of their results, and you'll get an idea of how they turned things around this season. When you look at the back end of their season, say coming home, they did fall to at Ches Nienburg 84-70 in that last game, but they nevertheless were able to advance. They had a favor done for them in their group, somebody else losing, so they're able to progress. But before that, they had won 85-82 over Nanterre 92. They had won 98-68 over Ostend. They had won 64-57 at Cittadella Avellino. That was a huge result back on January 17th. And also on January 9th, they won 99-96 over Besiktas. So that was a 4-game winning run that really put them in position to go ahead and clinch a spot in the round of 16. Of course, Cittadella Avellino could have won their game on the last day of the season, but they slipped up at their final opponent, and here we are. The team that beat Cittadella Avellino, I was just double checking, was Telecom Baskets Bonn. So they came out and really played well. The German team's really making a mark in their 2 seasons in the Basketball Champions League so far. The referees tonight, right in front of us. Oh, we got the big one there. Manuel Mazzoni in the middle from Italy, Georgios Porsanidis of Greece on the left, and Martins Kozlovskis from Latvia. So a top-flight refereeing crew ready to roll here in Poland. Look at this fantastic arena. Fans still showing up, and this is the marquee event. Anytime you can come and watch Zielona Góra, it is a big event. And you can see Monaco will be going with Kraft, Sergi Gladier, Elmaden Kikanovic, Georgie Joseph, and Gerald Robinson. And while he probably doesn't have the panache, the pizzazz of the other 4, Georgie Joseph is the enforcer of this team, and he is a player that is going to come out and make sure that Stelmet Zielona Góra, they'll know that they've been in a ball game. He will put his body on them, and he will come out and play some physical basketball, and that's why Coach Mitrovic likes to have him in that starting lineup. For Zielona Góra tonight, the green and white, Thomas Kaladi, of course, a veteran presence coming off the bench now. James Florence, Boris Savovic, Vladimir Dragicevic. He's been a terrific player this season. Przemysław Zamoski and Lukas Koszarek. So the latter 2 there are internationals with Poland's national team. And I'm fairly certain that Poland national team coach Mike Taylor will be tuning in to watch this game, see how his guys play. Andrzej Urlep coming up. Let's listen in. So you've got a Montenegrin at the helm of Monaco and a Slovenian in Andrzej Urlep, who holds the reins of Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra. Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Poland. This is the Basketball Champions League round of 16, and it's the game between Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra and Monaco. So the Principality Club in the red, and it's Zielona Góra having the first attack at the basket. And sure enough, they get the two to go in front. Dragicevic likes to get it going early, and that is a good sign, obviously, for Zielona Góra. Joe Robinson passes it outside to Kraft. Gladier feeds Elmaden Kikanovic, who goes in and scores with that left hand. Boy, he is tough, isn't he? Picked up an injury right before the World Cup qualifiers. Here he is again. Beautiful finish from Kikanovic. Couldn't play for Bosnia-Herzegovina in the World Cup qualifiers in February because of the injury. Now he makes a play on defense, gets the hands up, knocks the ball over to Kraft. Bounce pass. Georgi Joseph runs the floor well. Now, you don't want to turn the ball over against Monaco because they will get out on the break, and they've already done this tonight. So Florence, and the bounce pass to Dragicevic. Ball goes up ahead now, and Robinson gets in the lane, just kind of floats in and lays it up and in. Kaczmarek, shot clock down to 8. Puts it up from the baseline, and excellent play by Savovic to knock it out for another 14 on the shot clock. Florence from deep, and Dragicevic battling for the rebound, and it goes over to Monaco. Palk and Pino Karšiaka also trading blows in a round of 16 game right now. And nice drive from Sergi Gladier. Steady performer. Savovic. And he turns on the baseline, and well, it was a good start with the early basket from Dragicevic, but since that moment, nothing going right here. Well, the rebound from Savovic, hands it off to Florence. He takes the bump. He anticipated the contact. Now Kaczmarek. Florence almost trapped. Gets it. Dragicevic right at the line. Good extra effort there from Zamoyski. Bounce pass. Dragicevic goes in and scores with the left hand. Wow. Boy, nothing looks like it's coming easy for the home team tonight. Look how fully extended he was. Kikanovic was bearing down on him, and Georgi Joseph was going up for the swat. Great finish from Dragicevic. And he scored all 4 of those points. Now a chance for a three-point play. And indeed, he converts the opportunity. Move back to a three-point deficit now. Kikanovic, oh, beautiful release. And good hands from Aaron Kraft, almost forcing the turnover. Kaczmarek just goes, oh, he missed the layup. He's got to make that shot. He'll be kicking himself after that one, folks. Kraft behind the back, puts it up. Dragicevic going behind his back, and he was fouled by Joseph. Good spin. So far it's been the Dragicevic show for Zielona Góra. Zamoyski, oh, beautiful release. Gladier was right up on him. Now Robinson, oh, what a beautiful release he has on that shot. I mean, that is something else, isn't it? Look at the rotation on the ball. Now Savovic gets inside, and again, that side of the rim hasn't been kind to Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra. Robinson again! Wow. In all of about 20 seconds, he turned a 3-point lead into a 9-point lead. Look at that. I mean, that is what you call money in the bank. Robinson came in shooting 18 of 56 from deep, which is a little surprising. Would have thought it would have been a higher mark than that. He's a good shooter. So the 2-point shooting and the 3-point shooting for both teams, and it all favors the team in red. Boy, what a season it's been, folks, in the Basketball Champions League. Year 2, the thrills and spills and plenty of chills and the hair standing up on the back of our necks. We've had some great games, some great plays, and a lot of good young talent emerging throughout the competition. And Kelati, meanwhile, checks into the game wearing the face mask. Now you see Koshadic goes up. And Georgie Joseph gets the rebound. Uh-oh, it's that man again, Robinson. He's feeling it. Off 1 foot. And this time Koshadic sneaks in there, gets the rebound. Kelati right off the bench. He can drill it. He has hit a lot of big shots in his career and does a fine job in that role of coming off the bench midway through the opening quarter. Kraft denied. Now Koshadic again. Savovic and his bounce pass. That's a tough one for Dragicevic to bring in. Adam Hrceniak comes into the game for Zielona Góra. Also coming in is Mokros. And another basket for Monaco. This time Ali Traore coming off the bench and takes the feed from DJ Cooper. Monaco, one of these teams where it's almost like there's zero drop-off when you bring guys off the bench. And Kaladi goes up and hits the three. He went down. 2 threes coming from the pine from the veteran Kaladi, the Poland international. The naturalized Poland international. Now Lacombe dribbles between his leg. Look at that. They're working to get the good shot. Kaladi has the sort of the Jason look tonight with the face mask. Rudish comes into the game. Also, Jasavicius comes into the game. I just wonder if Kaladi, looking at his expression there, was told not to go down when he's hitting those 3-pointers and trying to get fouls called on the defense. DJ Cooper gets down to the baseline. Now entry pass to Traore. He passes back outside, and Rudish, Damjan Rudish, and misses his first attempt. And nice pass inside. And Kaladi's just come out, has been scoring like it's nobody's business. Goes right around Kaladi. Now inside the good heavens, Chris Evans. He gets it back from Rudish and puts it up. Well, I think they'll take that. Now Jasavicius is fouled, and all of a sudden the game is changing. Right, like the blink of an eye. Just as I was singing the praises of this second 5 coming in from Monaco, Zielona Góra riding the hot hand of Thomas Kaladi coming right back. Now Lacombe reaches in and fouls Jasavicius. So Jasavicius with Monaco over the limit with a chance to pull his team to within 1. Lithuanian. Jasavicius has been in the game for quite a while now and makes both free throws. Been in the sport, shall we say, for quite a while. One of the hot shots. Some might feel like he never really fully lived up to his potential, but he's got a chance right now to do something special with this Zielona Góra team. And look at DJ Cooper just drilled the 3-pointer. Jasavicius is only 29 years of age. Now the ball knocked out of the hands of Makros by Chris Evans. Bounce pass, and it goes, and the first of what promises to be several slam dunks for Evans in this round of 16 tie is flushed from the high flyer. Jasavicius turns, puts up the 3 after Lacombe came up empty on the steal attempt. Now DJ Cooper has it. Score should be 23-17. Now 25-17 as Paul Lacombe makes that basket. That's the correct score there. Final several seconds ticking off the clock. And it's going to be Monaco that will go to the bench. Well, they've still got a second left, it appears. Lacombe puts it up. So they'll go to the bench with an 8-point lead. And Mitrovic has a little conversation with Lacombe as he comes off the bench. Off the court, rather. The first quarter stats. See Monaco shooting the ball pretty well. That was the first two of the game from Dragicevic. And then Kikanovic went to work on the low blocks as well. And then Robinson started getting in on the act. He's got 8 points. He had that layup and then 2 threes. Kaladi has the 8 points for Zielona Góra. But you have to know, if you're Stelmet, Enea Zielona Góra, 25 points, while not uncommon for Monaco to get 25 in a quarter, is too much. You can't give up that many points and expect to win basketball games. They are on course for the century mark right now. Interesting, when you look back at the season, Monaco, you would have thought that they would have gotten to the century mark. They did win their first one. That was Evans with his dunk, 90-53 over Juventus Utena. And then they got up to 85 the next week, 89 the next week, 88, but they haven't hit the 100 mark. Of course, a lot of that is when you get up sometimes big on teams, you might ease up. Here's Kikanovic missing. Evans with the rebound and then goes back up. Follows the shot. Well, you can see why Jasovicius was saying, why has that been called on me? So Evans at the free throw line, and this season, as you see, Savovic coming back into the game for Zielona Góra. Evans has shot at a 66.7% clip. He hit 24 of his 36 free throws in the regular season. That would look pretty good. So that percentage has gone up. Look good on both of them, in fact. So Rudic picks up the foul. Rudic has sort of been out of it, trying to rediscover that shooting stroke. He was in the NBA for a few years. Here's Radzaniak trying to back up Kikanovic, and Kikanovic just knocked it away. Now DJ Cooper behind the back pass. Kikanovic Evans. DJ Cooper, and the pass to Kecanovic. He gets in on the high-flying slam dunking show. You might want to put that on the highlight reel, folks. That pass was out of the top drawer. 12 points the lead now. And now a foul down low, called presumably on Kecanovic. It's on Hrusaniak for clearing out. So he heads over to the bench. And, well, he was boxing out with a lot of force. Lacombe over to DJ Cooper. Now Evans, and now Kecanovic comes over and setting the pick. Knocks over Dragicevic. Traore comes back into the game now for Monaco. And Kelati, you heard Coach Mitrovic say, hey, listen, when Kelati's out there, you got to get it a little bit closer to him when he's got the ball in his hands, because he can uncork a few shots. Here he is. And that time Lacombe was on top of him, so Kelati drives in. Good effort there from Monaco to rebound, and good hustle from Kecanovic to deny Evans the catch in transition. Kraft back into the game. And what a nice stroke from the veteran Traore. "33 years of age, and he still got it." Edo Muric in the game now, and he drives in and scores with the left hand. Well, there's no time like the present for Edo Muric to get it going here. Zielona Góra needs somebody else to step up. He's an ideal candidate. And now the foul called on Kelati. Can't be easy playing with a face mask, although he did come out and stroke his first couple of shots from deep. You know, it gets hot and sweaty. Now he's going to come out. Zamoyski's going to come back in. Now, Ali Traore, again, this time showing what he can do down in the lane. 33-19. Muric at the line. And now Kraft with a crafty spin. We are in the second quarter here. Monaco starting to land a lot of blows. And the jump shot takes it up to a 16-point lead. Here's Kraft. Kecanovic has the ball picked clean by Kraft. Now at midcourt, gets it to Lacombe. He goes in and lays it up and in. And now the lead has ballooned to 18. Alarm bells ringing here in Zielona Góra. Well, there's a long way to go, but right now, there's only one team in it. 11 assists for Monaco, just 3 for Zielona Góra. Well, who are the candidates to step up? Zamoyski, Koszarek, but they've got to get it done on the defensive end as well. They certainly don't want to turn the ball over, which often leads to points for Monaco. Zamoyski, tough shot getting into the lane. And Georgie Joseph back in the game with the rebound. And now Koszarek reaches around, takes it away from Evans, and then Evans fouls Koszarek. So 2 fouls on Evans. Sergi Gladier back in as well. Zamoyski. And Savovic catches the pass and, well, takes 2 points off the deficit. A long way to go, though, in this comeback. I mean, even on plays like that, those are tough shots to make. Gladier, Rudish. Rudish goes up against Savovic and gets it to go. Koszarek passes to Dragicevic, and the ball looked like it was going down, then stayed out. Field goal shooting percentages in favor, not surprisingly, of the team in red. Gerald Robinson takes it inside and goes up strong. And now the pass almost got away from Muric, but the foul was committed by Gladier. Well, in the other game that's going on right now, PAOK are up 3 on Puna Karšiaka. A lot of people thinking Puna Karšiaka might be a team that could go all the way. Zamoyski missed everything. Of course, as Monaco would certainly concur that Puna Karšiaka certainly are in the running because they were the only team that were able to beat them. Last game of the regular season in Izmir, 84-77. But you could also look at that as a good loss for Monaco. I mean, they lost the unbeaten record, but perhaps sharpened the focus. They look pretty focused tonight. Robinson. And now Dragicevic for throwing his elbows. Called for the foul. Watch this. He gets it. Oh, yeah. He got him. Watch this. Bam. Right on the mouth. And that's kind of a frustration foul, but it's a costly one. You give away possession, you got nothing to gain, and you also put the other team on the free throw line. Oh, and it's called an unsportsmanlike as well. So not a good foul at all. They will also maintain possession. Gladier makes one of two. So it's all Monaco right now. Kraft, oh, look at Kraft. He took it all the way. Looked like he was going to make a behind-the-back pass. Kashada, Jasovicius steps behind the arc. And finally, something good happens for Zielona Góra. And that is his bread and butter right there. He needs to shoot the rock. Jasovicius. That is his reputation. And three-pointer is good from Gladier. So the immediate answer. Jasovicius did hit 26 of 64 attempts from deep this season at 40.6%. So you know that they want to get him going. And Hrusaniak unsuccessful, but Savovic collects the rebound and then draws the foul. So Savovic, right now, this Stelmet Zielona Góra team just trying to stay within striking distance. And you could argue they're not within striking distance. So they're trying to get back within striking distance. And what you have to remember, if you're the Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra team, the fans, it's a long tie. It's, you know, two halves here and then two halves in Monaco. So a lot can happen over the course of two games. You just have to keep plugging away. But right now, Gladier makes the beautiful pass to Kraft coming in on the baseline, and he lays it up and in. Monaco playing like a well-oiled machine right now. Hrusaniak right inside the line, misses, and Cooper gets the rebound. So it is all Monaco, and the fans back in the Principality right now, perhaps on their feet, cheering away. They should be. DJ Cooper gets it back, and he's out of bounds, so the ball goes back over to Zielona Góra. Dragicevic comes back into the game after the unsportsmanlike foul. Mitrovic. Wonder what he's talking about over there. Good pressure from Gladier, almost forcing another turnover. And DJ Cooper then reaches in and commits the foul. Zamoyski at the stripe, and when it's not going your way, nothing seems to be going your way. But you could look at it like this. Down 22 points, so that's 7 3-pointers, and they'd be down by just 1. But the problem is Zielona Góra, this Monaco team offensively has just been picking them apart. And the move and the air ball from Ali Traore turns it back. Zielona Góra just, they need to stick with it. They need to try to take advantage of these possessions here at the end of the half. Savovic for 3, hits it. 49-31, back to 18 points. And timeout has been called. Good play by Kaczmarek. Let's go down to the bench.
Didn't see the reason. Play full sets. If you don't have open layup, play full sets.
12 points from turnovers for Monaco. There's Rudish. Well, he could play a big part for this team before it's all said and done. Robinson tries to split the D. Now the pass from Kaczmarek up ahead to Zamoyski, goes off one leg. Savovic follows up the miss. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. And it's back to 16 points now, that deficit. That will not make Mitrovic happy. You heard what he said the last time. Gosh, the way that ball came off the glass, you almost wonder if that was a pass. And again, they read the pass. Robinson picked off. Kaczmarek avoids the foul. Zamoyski. Kaczmarek with the rebound. Pump fake. Oh, he could have gone up, but he gets it to Jasikevičius, who hits a 3. Goodness gracious. And just like that, it's a 13-point game. Now Zielona Góra need to get a stop, whereas Monaco want to get something to put them back into a good frame of mind heading to halftime. Lacombe, oh boy, that was far too easy. Kaczmarek, short. Well, Monaco up 15. Perhaps should have been more, but Zielona Góra cut into that deficit. 51-36, Monaco on top at the break. Monaco 18 of 24 inside the arc. I mean, that is 75%. That is, you're not going to lose games when you shoot that well. Also, those 14 assists, 5 steals. We saw that they had the advantage in the points off turnovers. So it has been one-way traffic, but again, as you look at the turnovers and the fouls, you can see with Zielona Góra, you could go on a run and get back into this thing real quickly. So they just need to stick to their guns. Savovic with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Lukas Kašarek has the 6 assists for Zielona Góra. Robinson is the man with leading the way from Monaco with those 10 points. And look at Kikanovic coming up with the 3 steals. Just little things like that. He is an across-the-board type of player that does whatever you need to be done to win basketball games. Gladier and Kraft each with 6 points. And remember, Gladier caught the elbow from Dragicevic there midway through that second quarter. And I'll let you have a look at some of the highlights. So it's a 51-36 lead for Monaco at halftime. We'll be right back. So far, so good for Monaco. Is they've come on the road here to Zielona Góra to take a 51-36 lead, and really anybody that's followed Monaco all season long and anybody that's followed the Basketball Champions League knows that coming into the playoffs, they are one of the teams to beat. So that will not be a surprise. Perhaps what is a surprise is that they were able to go up by as many as 22 points on the road. Decent crowd here tonight in Zielona Góra, but they have just been almost mesmerized by watching this Monaco team. And also, it's sort of deflating to see your team allow a visiting side to come out and shoot 75% inside the arc. I mean, they were just getting some good shots and, moving the ball well, and probably the best way to put it, they were putting on a clinic. So a lot of work to do for Zielona Góra to get back into this one, but could be worse. They gave themselves a little bit of a chance there at the end of the first half, but they need to come out strong. Remember, this is the first leg of a two-legged tie. So the second leg will be played next week, next Tuesday in Monaco at 7:30 p.m. So Monaco have actually led by as many as 23 points in this game, and right now they're up by 15. So you have to say a good start imperative here for the home side. They really want to get the crowd into this game. They're just itching to make some noise. Welcome back, folks. We're in Zielona-Góra. This is the Basketball Champions League round of 16 game between Stelmet Enea Zielona-Góra, and that's Monaco Basket. And Jasovicius puts up a three and is, I think, fouled on the shot. So a mistake. You don't want to foul three-point shooter if you're Monaco. Goodness me, you don't want to invite him back into the game. And the foul was called on Robinson, Gerald Robinson. Have you ever been to Poland before, folks? Nice country, nice place to come. Of course, Polish basketball increasingly on the map. Some great players, good performances by the national teams. And Stelmet Zielona-Góra here are doing their best to bring some positive attention. They already have, in fact, by going on that great run at the end of the regular season to get to the playoffs. And now they've cut that deficit to 12 points. So Cooper starts in the second half. Bounce pass to Kikanovic. He had nowhere to go. And we'll see what kind of adjustments Zielona-Góra have made defensively. You can see they're really crowding the paint there to try to cut off those short interior passes. And if Zielona-Góra can get that deficit down into single digits, well, you can expect the fans to start becoming a little rowdier. And the pass inside, and another two free throws coming for Dragicevic, fouled by Georgie Joseph. Great pass. So Jasovicius coming out, getting to the free throw line, and then Joseph, remember what I said at the start of the game, he plays a physical game, and now he's put the big fella on the line, Dragicevic. So Dragicevic goes to the line, and you know, we talk about good starts when you're trailing, good starts to the second half, that you just have to come out and give yourself a chance. And already Zielona-Góra have done that, but they have to sustain it. Now just makes one of two. Came in shooting only 55.6% at the free throw line. That's the weakness in his game. Evans gets blocked by Kelati. Boy, that was a lackadaisical offensive possession from Monaco. Kelati thought about making the pass to Dragicevic. Now Košarnik has it. He gets it to Savovic, who goes up with a little jump hook. He misses. Now Kikanovic. And a foul called on Savovic. Easy Savovic, it's only your first foul. Kikanovic sets the pick, allows Cooper. Now the pass from Georgie Joseph, and comes right at the end of the shot clock. Kelati got his hands up. Good defense from Kelati. And now the good defense from Joseph, but he stepped out of bounds. Have to wonder what must be going through the minds of Monaco. You know, games have ebbs and flows, but they were up 23 points, and now that lead is just 11 points. You almost wonder if they feel like they've let an opportunity slip away. Oh, beautiful pass from Dragicevic. Then Robinson knocks it out of bounds. Jasovicius looks at the referee and says, hey, he got some hand here. Just 1 second on the shot clock. Are they going to throw something towards the rim? It's going to be catch and shoot from Kaladi, and he had the shot blocked by Evans. So turnabout's fair play. And Dragicevic commits the foul out on the perimeter. Penetration from Cooper, and another foul called, this one on Kosciuszko. "34 years of age, Lukas Kosciuszko, number 55 for Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra, and now another foul. And Zielona Góra anymore, they're going to be over the limit. Monaco as a team have shot 73.3% at the free throw line. Not the type of team you want to put on the line early in a quarter, because you've had too many fouls. And now the pass eludes Kikatovic. He was bumped, no call. And they say the shot clock expired. Jasovicius thought they'd already come up with the steal, and he'd thrown it ahead for the layup. Look at this. Good hustle there from Stelmet, from Kaladi, getting on the ground, as well as from Jasovicius. Well, they've got two sharpshooters in there right now, Jasovicius and Kaladi. Kosciuszko back to Dragicevic, and he looked like he was going to pass it down the perimeter. Then he went inside to Savovic, but the pass wasn't quite there. DJ Cooper for three. Oh, that's a run buster. Takes it right back up to a 14-point lead. And now DJ Cooper knocks the ball away from Kosciuszko, who then commits the foul and puts Kikatovic on the free throw line. So you can see how quickly things can turn south. They had some wind in the sails. They were coming back, and then Cooper hits the three. Then Kosciuszko goes down, kind of loses his head, has the ball knocked away, and then he runs into the Kikatovic. Kikatovic makes the first one, and it's back to a 15-point lead, the same that it was at halftime. Well, a lot of flag waving there behind the basket. Might have put him off his shot. He missed the second one. Kikatovic shoots at 71.2%. Kosciuszko. Jasovicius, and Monaco couldn't quite come up with it. Sometimes, you know, now that the Monaco players are fully aware the passes are trying to be made, And they are anticipating. Kocharek is going to inbound it. And ball batted. Hey, folks, you want to get the latest information on the Basketball Champions League, go to championsleague.basketball, and you can find everything to your heart's desire there. All the stats, team rosters, the story of the season, and you can also load that excellent Basketball Champions League app into your smartphone. Nice move there by Jasevicius getting the foul called. Bounce pass this time. Well, look at the play, and Mokros finishes. Beautiful basketball that time. Boy, that's on the highlight reel. Look at this. Cooper inside to Rudish. Rudish has it knocked away by Kaladi, and he doesn't want to protest too much. Doesn't want to remonstrate too much with the Latvian referee. Watch this. I can perhaps understand the frustration from Kaladi on that play. And on top of that, you put a good free throw shooter at the line. Rudish drills both free throws. Jasevicius for three. And Mokros crashing the offensive glass. Gets the foul called on Damjan Rudish. Rudish's brother, Ivan, is the coach of Slovakian national team. And Kocharek hits the three-pointer. So he gets it back to 12 points. Now, will this be a time for another run for Stelmet in Nea Zielona Góra? A little bit of pressure. They get the steal. Mokros hands it off to Kocharek. Edo Muric. Oh, the ball doesn't go down. Could not have been a softer shot. Just the basketball gods not smiling on the Slovenian. Cooper. Well, that would have felt like a dagger in the heart if he'd hit that one for Zielona Góra. Dragicevic puts it down and perhaps forced that one. Now Cooper. Cooper lays it up and in. Boy, when he gets it going, he is tough to stop. Look at this. Is he going to pass it? Is he going to take it all the way? Well, it was the latter that time, and now it's a 14-point game. Jasevicius. Kocharek. Edo Muric steps inside the arc and just getting no love from the rim there for the second consecutive time. Cooper to Rudish. They pass it. Evans back to Kikanovic, and he scores over Dragicevic. And the lead goes back to 16. And a good defense from Monaco's Evans, almost forcing the turnover. Dragicevic pulls up at the line. Good. Here's another look at Dragicevic just behind the free throw line. See the shooting numbers for both teams, so much better for Monaco. Frighteningly good. And there's another wide open jump shot made by Elmaden Kikanovic. So Robinson has 10, Kikanovic 9 points, Cooper 8 from Monaco. Oh, beautiful play. give and go. Old school basketball. You got to love it. The basics of basketball. Good hustle from the veteran. And Kosarik made sure to get that shot attempt to get a trip to the free throw line. Evans, well, 3 fouls on him. A little bit of foul trouble for the high flyer. So the first one is good from Kosarik, and the second one as well. Florence comes into the game, as does Kraft from Monaco. And now the ball goes off the hands of Rudish. Sergi Gladier comes back in as well. He's got 6 points. Lacombe and Kraft also 6 points each. They're in the game, and now the defense. Kraft has it. Lacombe goes up and makes the layup. But Kraft was a huge name in American college basketball when he was at Ohio State, number 4 for Monaco. And Lacombe's getting some credit playing in this Basketball Champions League. Last year was SIG Strasbourg. That's his second foul. This year with Monaco, he seems to be moving from strength to strength, and obviously has been called up to play in the last 2 windows for France and the World Cup qualifiers. Jasovicius goes to the line, makes the first one. Look at the faithful. The Stelmet Enea Zielona Góra faithful. They are great fans. Gladier comes in, passes back to Ali Traore, and that was off the back of the rim. He made one of those jump shots in the first half. Florence to Jasovicius on the right corner. Good! He got some love from the rim that time, and now it's back to an 11-point game. Well, there's 2 players, clearly, that simply cannot get open for the Polish team, and he's one of them. The other one being Kaladi. Now, Gladier misses the 3-pointer. When I say they simply can't get open, Mitrovic says you can't let them open. Dragicevic goes up and draws the foul, I believe, on Traore, although Kraft also reached in there. Beautiful pass. Boy, he got a lot of ball there. Kraft. So Sanek goes to the line and misses the first one. I mean, you know, referees are not going to get it right all the time. It's going to balance out over the course of the game. They just got to call it like they see it. Ooh, didn't look good on either of those. And the ball goes back over to Monaco. So a missed opportunity there for Hrdzaniak and Zielona Góra. And really with this team, you want to watch Gladier. He's got the 3-point shot, but it might be better advised to kind of close off down low because big bad Ali Traore is starting to go to work You know that Lacombe wants to put the ball on the deck, drive to the basket. And the same for Kraft. So maybe it's time to pick your poison. Make them beat you from deep if you're Zielona Góra. Britanniak has at the line. Nice pass to Mokros. Oh, Mokros thought he was going to pass it. Put up an air ball. Britanniak got the rebound. Oh! I was like, should he be taking that shot? And he took it with confidence and banked it in, the reverse layup. Look at this. Quick pass to Gladier. Ali Trior. Wow. And once again now, Zielona Góra with a chance to get it to within single digits. And I'm guessing they would have settled for this at halftime. What they don't want to do is turn it over and let Monaco score. And whose ball will that be? It'll be Zielona Góra ball, 4 seconds left. They want to get the ball to Jasovicius. They get it to him. Back to Florence, and a foul called on, is it Lacombe? A little too much reaching, and with 2 seconds on the clock, Lacombe picks up his third foul, and worse, he puts the enemy on the free throw line, and a pretty darn good shooter as well, and Jasovicius. Well, you can see the time before, Mitrovic kind of barking out some orders to Lacombe. You can't let him open. Don't leave him open. And so what happens when you cover him close? The ref calls the foul. Oh, he almost made that shot, Lacombe. But as it is, Mitrovic barking a little bit more, saying, guard him, but not that close. Let's go down to the bench and listen in.
But be careful about this passing. And please, you continue to set the screen for Edo. Edo, you are coming for this. You got it?
Well, folks, this was a spirited third quarter performance by Stelmet Zielona Góra. And going back to a comment that I made in, during the third quarter, Monaco Basket were so far ahead. They went up by 23 points. And yet they look up at the scoreboard right now and they're up by single digits, 9 points. I mean, what goes through the minds of the players knowing that they once had that huge lead? I mean, they're probably not overthinking it. They're probably just ready to come out and play hard. But at the end of the day, they've been able to shave 14 points off that 23-point lead from Monaco, and it's game on again. In the other game that's going on right now, PAOK up on Pioner Karšiaka, 54-44. Now PAOK might want to look out for them. They were playing some good basketball at the end of the regular season. Some very good basketball. The men from Thessaloniki. But right now, the team is pulling out all stops to try to get as close as possible as the team in white, Stelmet Zielona Góra, and they have committed a foul. And Kraft, well, catching that ball, going down after the contact. Kraft again, gets it back to Kekanovic. He'll hit it all day, but not that time. And the rebound goes out to Kraft. They've got to keep an eye as well on Robinson. Georgie Joseph, what a play! They were determined to get a good look inside, and they got one. Edo Muric now goes to work on Lacombe. And Lacombe reaches in and commits the foul. Well, Edo Muric rewarded for his attacking the basket. Lacombe felt like he had all ball. But the bottom line is, sometimes when you're swiping down on that ball, it's iffy. It can go either way. Edo Muric now with a chance to get it into single digits. Four points now for Edo Muric, and indeed it's a 9-point game. Oh, beautiful move. They get it to Robinson. Oh, he is money. Third three-pointer of the game for Gerald Robinson. And now Edo Muric catches it down low and goes up strong. Remember, this man's a European champion, won it with Slovenia last year in Istanbul, that greatest moment in Slovenian basketball history. And now Georgie Joseph gets it. And then he gets rejected, but a foul. Foul was called. So it was on Hritsaniak, who went over for the block. So Joseph goes to the line where he has done a very good job this season. Boy, got a lot of ball on that one. So you can see how, again, these things even out over the course of the game. Been a few calls perhaps Monaco were not happy with. And Joseph shoots better than 81% at the free throw line this season. Second one is good as well. Florence pulls up from deep, and great. Oh, Joseph was boxing out Mokros. And that's why you have the veteran in your team. He is going to get in there. He's going to establish position, and he's going to get the big rebounds. Joseph, 35 years of age. Oh, Kikanovic missed badly on that one. Hritsaniak. And Kikanovic once again knocks it away. And I don't think that is the strength of Hritsaniak. You know, we've seen a couple times Kikanovic reach in there and knock it away from him. Of course, Hritsaniak might be saying, I'm getting fouled. Dragicevic back in the game. Remember, this is the first leg of the round of 16 clash between these two teams. So, doesn't matter. I mean, whoever loses tonight, it's not really losing. You're behind. You got to go play another 40 minutes in Monaco, the Principality. Oh, beautiful pass, Florence to Dragicevic, and he finishes. It's game on, folks. It's game on. 10 points, the lead for Monaco. Robinson, you can see he's probing. Joseph, well, that's not got to be plan A. Robinson hustles, knocks it out of bounds. Knocks it or saves it from out of bounds, but then throws it out of bounds. I've got a feeling Mitrovic will not have liked that shot from Georgie Joseph. DJ Cooper's going to come back into the game. Crowd's into it now. They can feel it. They can feel a chance. Florence drives in and earns the trip to the free throw line. Put the ball on the deck and go hard to the basket. Good things will happen. Looked like a good block from Evans. Evans. That's why you don't want to give away any cheap ones early, because now he's got 4 fouls. And Florence makes the first one. Second one is good as well. So 8 points. They haven't been this close in a long time. Cooper looks to make the killer pass. He's going to drive in. He's going to take the shot. And it's going to be Savovich with the rebound. Here comes Florence. Looks off the pass, goes all the way in, misses. Dragicevic follows it up. And an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Monaco. So Dragicevic, 2 shots and the ball. There was definitely some arm grabbing on the shoulder there. Remember, we saw the unsportsmanlike called earlier in the game against Dragicevic. Now watch the follow. Kikanovic comes over, and he took the pump fake. Yeah, he came down. He didn't want to. I think the referee's right. I think he's got to make that call. Yeah, I mean, that's not even close. I mean, Kikanovic might be trying to get to the ball, but you can't clothesline somebody like that. So Monaco, having led by 23 points, have seen that lead erode in a big way. Now up by 8. Dragicevic is at the free throw line, and they will also maintain possession. 18 second chance points for Zielona Góra. So Ali Traore comes back in. And Dragicevic makes the first. Look at the belief in the face and the expressions of these fans. They're right with their team. And he makes both. Incredibly, it's a 6-point game. Florence almost hounded out of the ball there from Kraft. He's going to take a 3. And this time, I think a foul has been called on Zielona Góra. Dragicevic. Well, Florence saw an opening there. He decided to take it, tried to cut it to 3. And Dragicevic picks up the foul. And boy, that is, again, it's a tough call. He might have got him on the wrist there. Fans not liking it. I don't know if they've seen the highlight. Kraft. Crafty move, but knocked away by Savovic into the hands of Florence. Jasovicius back to Dragicevic. He puts it up. Oh, he doesn't make it. Now DJ Cooper in the open floor, and he hands that ball off to Kraft. Probably not a bad foul there to stop that break by Florence. Florence goes out of the game. Look at this. They were going in for the kill there. Rudish comes back into the game. Now DJ Cooper does what he needs to do. Edo Muric turns, puts it up, and a foul called on the rebound on Monaco. So another opportunity here for the home team. So midway through the quarter, Jasovicius has it and cleverly handed it off to Dragicevic. Kraft misses, and another chance now for the home team. I mean, this is incredible. Monaco looked almost home and dry early. Dragicevic misses the layup, but then a foul called. Crashing the boards. A foul called on Traore. So Savovic will go to the free throw line. Well, it's turned into a real battle for this Monaco team. Again, they were up 23 points. And now they are the team that still has a lot of work to do. Obviously, Stelmet and Nea Zielona have even more work to do. Savovic missed both. Well, they've had some big misses at the line tonight. Stelmet Zielona shooting, well, in fairness, shooting 21 of 27, so that's not too bad. 77.78%. But Savovic could have done with making those two. Hrcanic missed a couple of free throws earlier. And the drive and the basket, are they going to call traveling? So it's not going to be allowed. Right around the 4-minute mark now. I'm not sure what that graphic timing is. Here's Cooper. A hop. And a travel. Kaladi. Bounce pass, Dragicevic, pump fake, and he traveled. Well, I think he made the right play. He just perhaps shuffled his feet. Andre Gerlep letting Mazzoni know what he thinks about it. Cooper flies in, and again, Dragicevic, and they're going to call Kikatovic for coming over the back. This game on, folks. It's the Basketball Champions League. If you turned this thing on and watched in the first half, you wouldn't have believed it. Zielona Góra have effectively risen from the dead and come back. They were trailing by 23 points. And now, referee goes over to the commissioner's table just to check on something. Well, while they have the break, just as a reminder, PAOK hosting Pioner Karšiaká right now and winning that game 62-50. Jackson has 13 points. Darnell Jackson, 13 for PAOK. DJ Kennedy, 14 for Pioner Karšiaká. In this game, see that Mitrovic is going to try to get a timeout if they score. Wouldn't say he's really complaining there. He's just offering his opinion and seems to be doing it the right way because Mazzoni said, okay, I'm listening to you. Jasikevičius with 18 points tonight, 13 for Robinson. There they are, the Zielona Góra faithful. So now Dragicevic. Not sure what he's talking to Mazzoni about. Talking about Jasikevičius having that big night tonight, 18 points. When you look back at his season, his high was against Sidigas Avellino at the very beginning of the season of 17. So he has hit a season high 18 points tonight. And he also had a huge performance, 15 points in their big win over Nanterre in the penultimate week of the regular season. So that's what they're talking about, Dragicevic. He's like, I didn't travel on that play. And Mazzoni says, yes, you did. I think you did. I'll go back and look at it. And Mitrovic says, you did travel. And then they just laugh about it. Dragicevic is obviously knows Mitrovic well. Both of them Montenegrins. So the crowd is into it here. This brave fight back by Stelmet Zielona Góra. How close can they get, or will Monaco race back into a big lead? They can put points on the board quickly, but so can that man right there. Jasikevičius with a three-pointer, cuts it to just 3. Goodness me, where has this come from? This has been a dream second half now for Zielona Góra. And Jasikevičius, 4 of 6 from three-point range. He has got it going tonight. Kikanovic over to Kraft for three. Off the front of the rim. Kikanovic knocks it out to Robinson for another chance. Cooper goes inside. Savovic with the rebound. Boy, these guys are already the talk of the town. They'll be the toast of the town if they can come back and get a tie at the end of this game or take the lead. Savovic. Georgie Joseph reaches in. Savovic goes up. And I think they're going to call a push on Savovic, crashing the boards. Yes, they did indeed. So with that foul, it puts Georgie Joseph on the line, and we all know that he's a good free throw shooter. So that is a huge swing, and I think the refs got it right. It looked like he kind of barged into Joseph, and Joseph just makes important plays, but this time he only sinks one of two at the stripe, the charity stripe. When it's charity, you have to receive it. Right, Dragicevic hands it off. Kaladi looking for some space, and then the reach and the foul on Robinson. Robinson picks up the foul, and the masked man goes to the free throw line. Looks almost like a superhero tonight wearing that face mask. Yeah, there's no doubt. And Kaladi misses the first one. And Earlip is not a happy camper seeing the missed free throws. Kaladi makes one of two. So he will go to the bench. 35 years of age. He's taken a lot of free throws in his life. Would have liked to have made both, but nevertheless, the team's exchanging missed free throws and one made free throw. Timeout. Let's go down to the bench and hear Coach Mitrovic.
Maybe they say press break, okay? Chris, Kikanovic, you.
16 fast break points for Monaco, just 5 for Zielona Góra.
Let's play.
And from a three-point shoot, look at how things have changed in that regard now. Stelmet, Zielona Góra, 8 of 19 from deep. And Monaco have gone cold, really, in the second half. So that has been one factor as well, helping them get back into the game. Interestingly, before that miss from Kaladi, he had hit all 12 of his free throws on the season, and that perhaps was the reason of the show of frustration there from Coach Earlip. Nevertheless, it's a three-point game. Coming up on the 42-minute mark left to play in this tie. Remember, next Tuesday, these two teams will get it on again in the Principality. Monaco hosting that leg. DJ Cooper, 5 on the shot clock. He's going to pull up for 3. Oh, money! Got some ice running in those veins. Three of 4 from deep, and now Robinson reaches around and commits the foul on Jasavicius. Excuse me, it was on Cooper. So 2 free throws for Jasavicius. and makes the first. And remember, if you're Monaco, this is not a player you want to be on the line, because all he's done tonight is make 9 of 9, now 10 of 10, now 11 of 11. And it's back to a 4-point game. Boy, this has turned out to be the Martinez Jasovicius show. Cooper on the low block. Boy, got himself into a pickle there. And the ball goes out of bounds off Kukanovic and back over to Stelmet Enea Zielona-Góra. What a game. And interestingly, PAOK up 15 on Pinar Karšiaka. Wow. Košarek dribbling around up high. Kaladi, bounce pass. He gets it to Dragicevich. It's a 2-point game. Unbelievable scenes, folks. You have to see it to believe it. Great patience by Kaladi. And Robinson goes in. What a quality move from Gerald Robinson. Košarek drives in, misses. Dragicevich with the offensive rebound and putback. Boy, it looked like Košarek got some body there from Kraft. Back to a 2-point game. Lacombe back in the game. Now Kraft right at the stripe. He misses. Savovich with the rebound. Zielona-Góra could take the lead with a 3 here. That would bring the house down. Savovich spins, goes inside, misses, follows it up and ties it. Remarkable. What grit. What fight. What resiliency. You got to tip your hat to Stelmet Enea Zielona-Góra. They have dug deep and battled back to tie it up. Obviously no panic, because this is effectively the first half of the tie. But what the comeback has done for Stelmet Enea Zielona-Góra is it's given them a chance to win the tie. And that didn't look possible in that first half, and they were down 23 points. So there will be no overtime. Boy, they are going to sit down and be happy with their fight back. They really owed it to the fans, didn't they? I mean, the fans have come out in mass tonight. They have really come out and supported this team. I mean, Monaco know they're going back home where they'll be, again, big favorites. But Savovich with that follow, I mean, that was just what it's all about. You just have to keep after it. You have to put your head down and keep battling away and try to give yourself a chance to win this tie. And they've effectively shortened the tie now. Would they have settled for this scoreline at the beginning of the game? Possibly. I would think so. I just wonder how many fans from Zielona-Góra now are going to try to get down to Monaco to support the team. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some of them down there. Nice little holiday. Look at that. 3-point shooting and shooting inside the arc. So Monaco were shooting 75% inside the arc at halftime. They've now dropped down to 58%. Final 17.5 seconds. And Zielona Góra trying to hold on. Monaco wanting to get a couple more points, maybe 3 to take back to Monaco. Oh, almost a turnover. Robinson gets it right at the break and gets it to go in. Something out of nothing. Incredible. That is called just, you got to do what you got to do. Almost a turnover. And you saw Kraft, he was able to knock the ball over to Robinson, and he got it off in time. So with that, it's a 2-point lead, a 2-point win for Monaco here in this first leg, but effectively it's a 2-point lead in this tie. 84-82, Monaco win it over Zielona Góra. So there are the stats. Seems to be a little bit of talking going on between these two teams. It's a hotly contested tie. I saw the 3-point shooting, and the assist in the end was even, practically just 2 more for Monaco. Zielona Góra, that's where they got it. They had those 13 offensive rebounds. They out-rebounded Monaco. That helped them come back. And also the fouls and the turnovers. Well, the veteran Kucharek goes up to talk to the fans. You love that. That's the best part of this, isn't it? Bonding with the fans. Jasovicius, just a top-class performance tonight. Really the player of the game, the 23 points. He was terrific. You got to love it. You got to recognize the fans. So Dragicevic also was terrific. 18 points. Savovic, he was key. Robinson, Cooper, Kikanovic, all from Monaco. They're at the halfway mark, and certainly the body language, the facial expressions, no signs of panic or regret on the faces of the Monaco players as they left. They think they're going to get him at home in a big way, but Stelmet, Enea, Zielona Góra have fought back to get a priceless 2-point deficit, shall we say. Here's some of the highlights. Boy, Cooper, when he gets it going, he is tough, isn't he? Amazing player. Finished 4 of 9 from the floor. Hit 3 of 4 from deep, but just 1 of 5 inside the arc and had 13 points. Whereas Robinson was 7-11 from the floor. You know, this passing game started working in that third quarter. And they were able to get it going. You got to really tip your hat to Erlep, who really turned things around in those timeouts. He was able to keep the self-belief up in the troops, which can be hard to do when they're getting beat by 23 points. And full marks to the coach. He was able to make some adjustments. And you only lose to a team that had 1 defeat all season long to Pionier Karšiak in the regular season. So you lose by 2 to them on your home floor. It's going to be a huge ask to get a win by 3 points effectively is what they're going to have to do now when they go to Monaco. But again, they'll take it. Where there's hope, there's life. Well, that was a nice play. Didn't see the behind-the-back pass from Lacombe. And Jasovicius, just so you know, tonight, he was 4 of 6 from three-point range. Those are the only shots. That was his numbers from the floor, and a perfect 11 of 11 at the free throw line. So he really did come up with a huge performance. And meanwhile, PAOK now leading 74-68 over Pioneer Karšiaká. In fact, that's the final. So Karšiaká have been able to battle back and get a lot closer. So they had a stronger finish to that game. So a lot of great action. And tomorrow in round of 16 action, Neptunus Klaipėda will be at home to SIG Strasbourg. Ike Athens will be at home to Ches Nymburk. EV Baskets Oldenburg will be at home to MHP Riesen Lewisburg in an all-German battle. And Midi Bayreuth will be at home against Besiktas, Bayreuth in Germany. Nanterre will be at home to Banvit, so that'll be France v Turkey. UCAM Murthy against Tenerife. So, hey, it's all fun, folks. Thanks for watching. One last time, Monaco scrape a 2-point win, but it's only a 2-point lead heading back for the second leg in the round of 16 over Stelmet, Zielona Góra.